This is my audience. And I'm Alicia Ziegler. I'm going to talk to you about how caffeine affects your body. Some of the main points that I want to cover is what caffeine is, how we consume the caffeine, and what are some short and long-term effects of it. Caffeine can affect the body in many different ways depending on how much we consume it on a daily basis. Elena Petre wrote an article that is called "What is Caffeine and Is It Good or Bad for Your Health?" in May 2016. So what is caffeine? Caffeine is a natural stimulant. Caffeine is found in cacao plants, which is originated in Central and South America. And it also is found in your teas, your coffees, your medications, and some of your sodas. Caffeine is also referred to as a psychoactive drug. The main effect of caffeine is that it works on the brain, which blocks the neurotransmitters to the brain to help, or blocks so that the brain relaxes and it makes it feel tired. So when you drink caffeine, you won't feel tired. So how do we consume it? Sarah Klein wrote an article called 12 Surprising Sources of Caffeine in April 2015. So we mostly consume it by drinking it and eating it. One of the things that we can consume it by is drinking Coke. So I normally drink Coke all the time, so that's why I picked Coke for today's speech. But we also have our decaf coffees and teas and sodas, which also still contain the caffeine in it, just not as much. Some medications have caffeine in it, such as this Excedrin migraine. And some of our foods. We all eat chocolate, well, some of us do. And so anything that has chocolate in it has caffeine in it, such as ice cream. So even though you don't think you're eating caffeine or drinking it, you probably still are. So what are some short-term and long-term effects? Some short-term effects are alertness, headaches, faster, uneven heartbeat. So the alertness, after it's digested, obviously it's going to work quick, make you feel wide awake. Headaches could be because you had too much of it or not enough of it in that day. The fast or uneven heartbeat could be the adrenaline rush that you're getting from it. So obviously it's going to make your heart race a little bit. Some long-term effects of it is addiction. You have it all the time, you're going to be addicted to it. So if you have a withdrawal from it, just like a drug, that's where your headaches could come in too. Long-term effect, just like with caffeine, most time it has sugar in it too for ingredients. So if you have a lot of sugar, that could cause diabetes. So that's not good either. And with the rapid heart rate, if it goes for a long time, you could have cardiac issues. So that's not good at all for your heart. A positive effect that I found interesting that Hannah Nichols wrote in her article called Caffeine, Possible Benefits, Health Risks, and How It Works. On October 2017, she wrote that caffeine could help lower risk for kidney stones. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So in conclusion, what is caffeine and where it comes from? Caffeine is a natural stimulant. Where it comes from is normally in South America and Central America. Next, I talked about how we consume it. Normally we eat it, drink it, or take it in some pills, get rid of a migraine. Lastly, I talked about how some short and long-term effects. So your alertness, your headaches, or some short-term, your long-term is diabetes, your heart issues if you drink it too much and have that rapid heart rate for a long time. And that positive, interesting fact is that it could help with kidney stones, prevent them a little bit. So with that, I just want to make sure that you're careful on how much caffeine you drink throughout the day, and just watch what you're eating and drinking, and you really are having caffeine even when you don't think you do. Thanks for watching.